Hello, today I'm going to show you how to find the domain and answer to your binomial minus your binomial and your binomial divided by a binomial. So let's begin. We're going to start by taking 4x plus 8 minus x squared minus 4. Remember that you have to multiply everything in this parentheses. You just make parentheses and you multiply everything times negative. So it's negative x squared plus 4. That's opposite. See, negative x squared. There's negative times x squared, negative times negative 4. And then we just drop down this. And we take the highest exponent value and we place it in the front. So it's negative x squared. And then we put plus 4x. Now we have two like terms, 8 and 4. So you're going to add them together. That equals positive 12. Now, we don't want this negative here, so we're going to divide everything there by 1 to get rid of the negative. And our answer is going to end up being one of our answers, not all the answers, x squared minus 4x minus 12. And the domain is going to be negative infinity, comma, positive infinity. That's interval notation. Now, the reason why it's negative infinity, comma, positive infinity is because we can plug any number into this and it will not equal 0. See, if we plug a 0 in for the exponent, anything times a 0 is going to be, if we plug anything into this negative x or anything into this x, it's going to end up not equaling anything because it's not set to equal anything. So that's why it is negative infinity, positive infinity. Now we're going down to the second part. It's a little bit more complicated, but nonetheless, not really. So just watch carefully what I do. 4x plus 8 can be factored. So I can factor a 4, and I can also factor a 4 over here, and that would equal x plus 2. And of course you have to put what you factored on the outside. Now for the bottom part, this x squared minus 4. Well, just remember that whenever you see these type of binomial, you would set it up like this. See, because if you were to FOIL this, which is first, outer, inner, last, you can look that up online, you would get x squared minus 4. And it's a little trick because x squared minus 4, you if you take x plus 2 times x minus 2, it equals that. So you can kind of just remember that. If now, to give you another example, if this was, let's say, this was x squared minus 9, then it would be x plus 3 and x minus 3. So really you're just finding what equals that 9. So if you want to look at it like this, take the square root of 9 and the square root of x, and you can just pretty much kind of look at it like that. So that's how you get down to that part. And we are going to then look for what is in common. What you do to the top, you must do to the bottom. So we have x plus 2. Cross it out because it's similar to what's in the bottom. We have left over is 4 over x minus 2. That goes into your bottom answer. And for the domain, this is a little bit tricky. So we're going to carefully examine this, and we're going to ask ourselves, what can we plug in to x? What can we plug into this part to make it equal 0? So we can plug in a 2. And we can plug in a negative 2. Because negative 2 times negative 2 equals positive 4. Okay? So now how do we write this domain? Well, we're going to write it like this. Open parentheses, negative infinity, comma, negative 2, and I'm going to put a little u, and have it as negative infinity. And our domain is going to become negative infinity, comma, negative 2. It's because I can plug in any number between any number before negative 2, and I can plug in anything but negative 2 all the way up to negative 2. So this parentheses means not including. Well, I'm not done yet. I put a little u, which means and I can say that anything between negative 2 and positive 2 will make me, anything between these things, remember this parentheses not including, will equal not 0. And for lastly, we can take 2, comma, infinity, because everything there we go. And I hope you understood that. If you have any questions, just leave in the comments.